Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the 2015 softball season. Tonight it's a season opener between the defending Class 1A state runner-up Lansing Kee and the Decorah girls. We're about ready to get things underway as Randy Iverson takes over the Decorah softball program this year. The Kee Hawks, one of the teams to watch here in Northeast Iowa after having that state runner-up season a year ago. They will bat this way. Leading off at second base is Ellie Cooper. Batting second in center field is Nikki Wood. Hitting third at third base is Kendra Cooper. Batting fourth, the pitcher Courtney Cooper. Hitting fifth, the catcher Chloe Severson. Hitting sixth at first base, Michaela Walliser. Hitting seventh at shortstop, Annie Dybert. Hitting eighth in right field, Lily Winters. And batting ninth in left field, Claudia Mathis. And that lineup will face Annika Vandekroll for Decorah. Vandekroll always going to be around the zone. As long as she keeps the ball down, she's usually in pretty good shape. As Vandekroll will have this defense behind her, Maddie Eady in left, Riley Upke in center, and Lexi Leuenberger in right. At third base, it's Riley Monteith. At shortstop, Peyton Jurlett. At second base, Ellie Shelton. At first base, Leighton Eady. Behind the plate is Lauren Eggert, and Annika Vandekroll is in the circle as the first pitch is out of the zone as we get going at 7:47. Flying away, 1 ball, no strikes to count on Ellie Cooper. The 1-0 delivery, ground ball to the right side, picked up there by Ellie Shelton, and she'll throw on to first base as one second baseman retires the other, and there's one down here in the first inning. So one down, nobody on for Nikki Wood. Wood, the right-hand hitter. Cooper was a left-hand hitter to start the lineup. As that one fouled first base side and out of play. No balls, 1 strike to count. Beautiful night for softball. Temperature warm as the temperature is supposed to cool down over the next couple of days. The pitch drops in low. It is 1 ball and 1 strike to count. Just underway for the 2015 softball season as the pitch looped towards second base. Ellie Shelton will dive and make the catch just in front of the bag for the second out here in the first inning. So 2 down and nobody on, and the batter will be Kendra Cooper. Cooper batting from the right-hand side against the right-hander Vandekroll. And the first pitch, an off-speed pitch that is taken high. 1 ball, no strikes. Kee Hawks, one of the teams to watch this season. These two teams met last year, and the Kee Hawks won the opener 5-4. The pitch swung on and missed, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike on Kendra Cooper. Cooper, a couple of talented youngsters for the Kee Hawks, which was key in their run last year. Her and her sister Courtney, a couple of the better pitchers in Class 1A. The pitch goes low. It's 2 balls and 1 strike to count. They were the first Upper Iowa Conference team in quite some time to reach a state title game. This pitch goes low. It's 3 balls and 1 strike down. A lot of experience back for this Kee Hawk squad. And the hopes are definitely high for them to have a good season here. 3-1 ground ball left side, fielded there by Peyton Jurlett. On to first base and Leighton Eady. And the side is out here in the first inning. So 3 up, 3 down. We head to the bottom half of the first inning. It is the Kee Hawks nothing and the Vikings coming to bat. And the Vikings will bat this way. Leading off at second base is Ellie Shelton. Batting second at shortstop, Peyton Jurlett. Hitting third in left field, Maddie Eady. Batting fourth, the catcher, Lauren Eggert. Hitting fifth, the designated player, Haley Neerling. She's actually batting fifth. Leighton Eady at first base will bat sixth. Riley Monteith will bat seventh. And play third base, Lexi Leuenberger's in right field batting 8th, and Riley Hubka bats 9th in center field. That lineup will face Courtney Cooper, who was 12-5 a year ago with a 2.29 ERA. Her and her sister Kendra did all of the pitching last year. Kendra was 22-5 with a 1.52 ERA. Ray Armel calling the balls and strikes, and Mark Nuss working the base pass. That is our friends wearing blue here tonight. As Ellie Shelton will be the batter to start things here in the inning as a check swing is fouled off. No balls, 1 strike. Claudia Mathis in left, Nikki Wood in center, and Lily Winters in right. Kendra Cooper at third, Annie Dybert at short, Ellie Cooper at second, and Michaela Walliser at first. Chloe Severson behind the plate. The pitch high and tight to Ellie. 1 ball, 1 strike. Randy Iverson taking over the program this year, and Erica Randall is his assistant. The pitch swing and a foul back. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Katie Whelan just graduated from Luther. Also a part of the program this year on a coaching staff perspective, as well as Jim Panko. The pitch swung on and missed at a changeup, and Shelton down on strikes. 1 down here in the first inning, and the batter will be Peyton Jurlett.
Batting second, shortstop, Peyton Jurlett.
Peyton Jurlett hit .284 a year ago. She is a slap hitter standing from the left-hand side of the plate. Walliser will play back. Everybody else will play up in the infield as Jurlett looks at a strike on the outside edge. No balls, 1 strike to count. Second stint as a varsity head coach for Randy Iverson. Had a lot of success the 6 years he coached girls basketball. Swing and a foul at the plate. And it is no balls and 2 strikes. Jurlett trailing in the count, 0-2. And the 0-2 delivery is high for 1 ball, 2 strikes with Maddie Eady on deck. Courtney Cooper ready, the 1-2. Swinging a foul back to the screen, so we'll do it again at 1 ball and 2 strikes. One-two delivery. That one just missed outside from Courtney Cooper, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Vikes opening up their season tonight, and they'll already open up conference play tomorrow night as they take on New Hampton. 2-2 roller towards third, foul. Knocked down there by Coach Iverson in the third base box. Two and 2 the count. The 2-2 delivery to Jurlett. Ground ball towards third, fielded there by Kendra Cooper. And she'll throw on to first base to retire Jurlett. And that's the second out here in the first inning. So 2 down, and Maddie Eady will be the batter.
Batting third, left fielder, Maddie.
No score, bottom of the first inning. Baseball won the first game against Kee High tonight by a 9-1 margin. Eady swings and pops one foul, right side and out of play. It is no balls and 1 strike. Maddie a year ago was a .293 hitter as she'll swing and miss at a changeup. And it's no balls and 2 strikes. Maddie was a regular, either as an outfielder or a designated player a year ago. A regular once again for the Vikings this year. That one smacked into right center field and a base hit. So the Vikes have their first base runner. Eady on a single to right center, and the batter will be Lauren Eggert. No score, bottom of the first inning. Eggert only had 1 varsity at bat last year. Did make a few appearances down the stretch as a pinch runner or a courtesy runner. But she's the starting catcher here tonight as the pitch goes high. It's 1 ball, no strikes. There's a strike, and that one popped out of the glove of the catcher, Chloe Severson. But not enough to warrant runner advancement. 1 ball, 1 strike count on Lauren Eggert. The 1-1 delivery, swinging a foul back and out of play. So it's now 1-2 on Eggert. One and two from Courtney Cooper to the Viking cleanup hitter, and the pitch ground ball towards second, fielded there by Ellie Cooper, and on to first base to retire Lauren Eggert, and the side is out here in the first inning. 1 hit, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the first inning. It is the Vikings nothing and the Kee Hawks nothing. No score as we go to the second inning. Decorah and Kee High to open up the softball season here tonight. Annika Vanderkroll got the Kee Hawks down in order, 1, 2, 3 in the first inning. Vanderkroll a year ago was 9-10, had a 4.30 ERA, but opponents only hit .253 against her. 135 innings, 169 hits, 83 earned runs, 42 walks, and 45 strikeouts. As those of you who were around Decorah softball last year can remember, not the most powerful pitcher. As long as she keeps the ball down, she will be effective. It'll be Courtney Cooper leading things off here in the second inning, and that one goes right through the legs of Ellie Shelton out in the right center field. Cooper hits first, heads to second. The throw there not in time, and Cooper will reach on the 2-base error. Routine grounder to second as Shelton was unable to make the play, and there was a little bit of a bobble out there in center from Lexi Leuenberger as well as Riley Hubka. And Katie Brennan will get Courtney Cooper's courtesy out at second base. Runner at second with nobody out. The batter is Chloe Severson. No score, top half of the second inning. Severson a year ago was a .353 hitter. The pitch taken low from Vanderkroll. 1 ball, no strikes. An error gives the Kee Hawks their first runner of the game. The 1-0 delivery bunted. Third base side, bare hand pickup made by Vanderkroll, and a low throw to first base dug out nicely by Ellie Shelton. And the sacrifice is complete, 1-4. Brennan moves to third with 1 down for Michaela Walliser. No score here in the second inning.
Batting next, first baseman Molly Walliser.
Walliser, a .305 hitter a year ago. She's up with a runner in scoring position in less than 2 outs. The first pitch was out of the zone, 1 ball, no strikes. Running for Cooper at third base, and the pitch in there for a strike off speed inside edge. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike to count. One, change up, fly ball, center field. Coming in is Riley Hupka. She will make the catch, and she'll throw to the plate. Not tagging at third was Brennan. And there will be 2 down as Brennan went on contact, was 4 or 5 steps off the bag at third when Hubka caught that ball. She had a pretty good toss into home plate, so it would have been perhaps iffy if Brennan could have scored on that play. So a runner at third and 2 down as Vanderkroll trying to work her way out of a jam in this inning as Annie Dybert swings and misses at the first one. No balls and 1 strike. This is Vikings Radio, 1240 KDEC Decorah and KDECradio.com. Darren Swenson from the Vikings softball diamond. For the softball season opener tonight, the pitch goes low. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Carly Marlowe providing able-bodied moral support, per usual. She's injured, but still playing tonight. Toughness. The pitch goes inside. It's 2 balls and 1 strike to count. Two-one. Looper towards short. Caught there by Peyton Jurlid. And that's that for the second inning. An error to lead off the inning, but nothing else. 1 error, 1 left. Bottom of the second we go. It is a 0-0 game between Decorah and Kee High. No score as we go to the bottom of the second inning. Glad you're with us tonight. The complete schedule of games that we will be doing this summer is available online in the sports section of kdecradio.com, and as well as the link to hear the broadcast online. Haley Neerling will start things here in the bottom of the second inning. Courtney Cooper gave up a leadoff single, but nothing, or a 2-out single, but nothing else in that first inning. A healthy cut, no contact. And no balls and 1 strike on Haley Neerling. 0-1 delivery, drops in low for 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch, swing and a miss. And a pitch over the head of Neerling. Cooper's rise ball, making it work. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch looped up the first base side. It lands into fair territory, and it'll be a base hit for Haley Neerling. A little looper that landed over the head of Walliser at first base. And a runner at first with nobody out, and Leighton Eady will be the batter. And it looks like Coach Iverson might go to his bench here for perhaps a pinch runner. Randy talking to Ray Armel, the home plate umpire, to report the change, and I think Tess Olinger will be running for Neerling. She will.
Up next, first baseman Leighton Eady.
Olinger, a 3-time place winner at the state track meet last weekend, including a part of a distance medley relay championship, a runner-up team in the sprint met as well, and a 5th place team in the 4x2, so she's got some wheels, as Leighton Eady will be the batter. Runner at first, nobody out. No score here in the second inning. The Vikes with 2 hits off of Courtney Cooper to this point. Squaring to bunt is Eady, and she bunts through the first one. Snap throw to first base, back to the bag. Diving is Olinger. No balls and 1 strike. Eady in from the right-hand side of the plate against the right-hander Courtney Cooper, and the pitch bunted up the third base side, fielded at third by Kendra Cooper. She'll throw on to first base, and Ellie Cooper. The sacrifice good, 5-4, and now Olinger into scoring position for the Vikes. Olinger at second with nobody out, or with 1 out rather, and Riley Monteith will be the batter. Monteith in from the right-hand side of the plate. And the first offering to her is down and in for 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 changeup swung on and missed. Cooper very effective. With that off-speed stuff here early in the game, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1. Blowing inside for 2 balls and 1 strike. Monteith squaring to bunt, taking the pitch high. It got by the catcher Chloe Severson, and up 60 feet to third goes Olinger. It's 3 balls and 1 strike now. And on the passed ball, the Vikings get their first runner to third base. The Kee Hawks had a runner in the top of this inning at third base with nobody out, but failed to score. And the pitch swung on and missed, just some gas from Cooper. And it's 3 balls and 2 strikes now. Three-two. Swing and a miss. A big strikeout there for Courtney Cooper, her second of the night. 2 down on a runner at third, and the batter is Lexi Leuenberger. Her first varsity at bat. The pitch swung on and missed. Snap throw to third. Back to the bag diving is Olinger. It is no balls and 1 strike as Leuenberger chased the rise ball out of the zone. Oh, 1 delivery, swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 delivery smacked into right field, and it will land for a base hit. Get by Winters in right field. Scoring is Olinger. Stopping at second is Leuenberger, and the Vikes draw first blood. Lexi Leuenberger, her first varsity hit. An 0-2 pitch that she smacks out into right field to bring home a 2-out run. And it is 1-0 Decorah. And Riley Hupka is the batter. She smacks one out to left center field. That one will be a base hit all the way to the fence. Leuenberger will score on the Hupka double, and it's 2-0 Decorah. Riley Hupka with a 2-out double to score Leuenberger. And the Vikes get a crooked number on the board. And the batter will be Ellie Shelton. Shelton struck out swinging in the first 0 for 1. Changeup taken high from Cooper. It's 1 ball, no strikes. (1-0) in there for a strike, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike to count. (1-1) delivery. Swing and a miss. Gas from Cooper, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes now. One and 2 the count. And that one dropped in low. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Good to see that timely hitting here early in the season. Leuenberger on 0-2 doesn't give up. Gets the base hit to score the initial run, and Hupka goes up there aggressively. The changeup is taken low for 3 balls, 2 strikes on the leadoff hitter, Ellie Shelton. 2-0 Decorah, bottom of the second inning. Cooper delivers 3-2. Inside corner, strike 3 called. And that's that for the second inning. But the Vikes score 2 on 3 hits and leave a runner. We head to the third inning. It is a 2-0 lead for Decorah. Top of the third inning we go, a 2-0 lead for Decorah. Here in the top of the third inning, Lily Winters, Claudia Mathis, and Ellie Cooper, hitters 8, 9, and 1 for the Kee Hawks here in the third. No walks, no strikeouts yet for Vandekroll. She allowed the first runner on in the second inning via an error, but nothing else as the pitch goes high. 1 ball, no strikes to Lily Winters. Kee Hawks, the defending state runner-up in Class 1A. The 1-0 delivery swung on, a shallow fly ball into right field. After it is Leuenberger, and she'll make a nice running grab, angling towards the line in right field for the first out here in the third. One down, nobody on for Claudia Mathis.
Left fielder, Claudia Mathis.
Mathis, the number 9 hitter in the Kee Hawk lineup. The pitch, outside edge for a strike. Vanderkroll doing what she has done well. She has only gone to a 2-ball count on one batter of the first 8. 0-1 delivery, one hopper right back to Vanderkroll. She'll throw on to Edie at first base, and there's 2 down here in the 3rd inning.
Batting next, second baseman, Ellie Cooper.
2 down, nobody on. Update on the baseball game in the top of the 3rd inning. It is Decorah leading 2-0 on the Kee Hawks. As Ellie Cooper, the left-hand hitter, bloops one towards second, and backpedaling there is Ellie Shilton to make the catch to retire the side. So a quick 3rd inning. Only 5 pitches get rid of the Kee Hawks in the top of the 3rd. We head to the bottom half of the 3rd inning. It is a 2-0 lead for Decorah. A 2-0 lead for Decorah as we head to the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Glad you're with us tonight for the softball opener. We brought you the baseball opener earlier tonight as Decorah won that game by a 9-0 margin, and the baseball team leading 2-0 top of the 3rd. And across the way here tonight, we'll have baseball on the air tomorrow night, 7:30, Decorah and Mason City. And Peyton Jurlid will be the batter. As first pitch out of the zone, 1 ball, no strikes. Jurlid grounded to 3rd her first time up in the 1st, and she'll take a strike, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike count. One delivery. The slap hitting Jurlid from the left-hand side takes the pitch outside. It's 2 balls and 1 strike now. Vikes have 4 hits off of Courtney Cooper as that one slapped towards the 3rd base side, but foul. It is 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. Two and 2. The pitch swung on and missed as Jurlid swung at one well over her head. As Cooper gets her 4th strikeout, there's 1 down here in the 3rd inning. 1 down, nobody on for Maddie Edie, who singled to right in the 1st, 1 for 1. Both runs in that 2nd inning coming with 2 outs for the Vikings as the pitch goes high to Maddie Edie. It's 1 ball, no strikes. A little number up the first base side. Walliser will field at first base. Take 2 steps backwards to retire Edie, and there's 2 down here in the 3rd. 2 down, nobody on, and the batter is Lauren Eggert. Eggert grounded to 2nd in the 1st, 0 for 1. First pitch to Eggert. Down and away. 1 ball, no strikes. Cooper looking for her first 1, 2, 3 innings. 1-0, ground ball left side and through for a base hit. So Eggert singles to left here in the 2nd inning, or rather the 3rd inning with 2 outs. A runner at first, 2 down. And the batter will be Haley Neerling. Neerling technically at this time re-entering the game. Tess Olinger ran for her in the 2nd inning, ended up scoring a run. Since Neerling is the defensive or the designated player and is not playing a defensive position, she technically re-enters with her next at bat. The first pitch grounded towards left and a base hit. So Neerling now 2 for 2, and the Vikes get a 2-out rally going here in the 3rd. Eggert to 2nd, Neerling at first, Leighton Edie to the plate. 2-0 Decorah, bottom of the third.
Next first baseman, Lady Edie.
Edie sacrificed to runner-up in the second inning, so no official at-bat yet for her. Cooper ready, first offering, swung on and missed. It snowballs 1 strike. Oh, 1 delivery, swinging a foul back. It is no balls and 2 strikes the count. Nothing in 2, and that one hit her. Definitely not what Cooper wanted to do in that situation. Up 0-2, you can waste a pitch, but you don't want to put a runner on in an 0-2 situation. So now the base is loaded and 2 down, and Riley Monteith will be the batter.
Up next, third baseman, Riley
Monteith struck out swinging her first time up. Bases loaded, 2 down, bottom of the third inning, a 2-0 lead for Decorah. Cooper back to the pitching circle. The pitch well high from Courtney Cooper. 1 ball, no strikes. One-0, change up, swing and a miss, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. One, some gas from Cooper, and Monteith swings and misses, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. One and 2 the count. 1-2 delivery, well high for 2 balls, 2 strikes now on Riley Monteith. Deuce is wild on the number 7 hitter in the Viking lineup, the 2-2 sails high. And now everyone's going to be moving. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Three-two, swing and a miss, strike 3. So the first 2 batters retired, then 2 hits and a hit by pitch. But Cooper gets the strikeout to get out of the headache. 2 hits, 3 runners left. We head to the 4th inning. It is a 2-0 lead for Decorah. Top of the 4th inning we go. It is a 2-0 lead for Decorah. 2 2-out runs in the 2nd inning. An RBI single for Lexi Leuenberger to score Tess Olinger, and an RBI double by Riley Hubka scores Leuenberger. So far, first time through the order, Annika Vanderkrol has only allowed 1 base runner. That was on an error in the 2nd inning. She'll face hitters 2, 3, and 4 here in the 4th inning as Nikki Wood, Kendra Cooper, and Courtney Cooper will be the batters. Nikki Wood will stand in from the right-hand side of the plate. She squares to bunt and takes the pitch low. As charging from third was Monteith and charging from first was Leighton Edie. It is 1 ball, no strikes to count. One-0. Looped up the middle, and a running grab is made near the bag by Ellie Shelton. As Wood pops out to Shelton for the 2nd consecutive at-bat. And there's 1 down here in the 4th inning.
Up
One down, nobody on for Kendra Cooper. Grounded to short her first time up 0 for 1. Temperature starting to cool down nicely here. Pitch goes low, 1 ball, no strikes. Possibility of rain the next couple of days, so we'll see if that wreaks havoc with the schedule at all, as the next one drops in low from Decorah, and it's 2 balls, no strikes on Kendra Cooper. (2-0). Drops in low, 3 balls and no strikes. They have to look at the Northeast Iowa Conference, probably say Waverly the favorite once again. 3-0 delivery is high for ball 4. That is the first walk for Decorah. A runner at first and 1 down, and the pitcher, Courtney Cooper, will try to help her own cause. She, prior to the last at-bat, was the only base runner for the Kee Hawks. She reached on an error in the first as a foul ball goes to the first base side. Nice effort by Leighton Eady, but she couldn't quite get there. No balls and 1 strike. It was off the end of the bat and a blooper, and Eady had to move to her left, lunged, got a glove on it, but couldn't corral it. No balls, 1 strike to count. The 0-1 delivery, ground ball towards second. Shelton will go to Jurlid for the first out. Return throw to first base for the double play. Shelton to Jurlid to Eady, 4-6-3. And the side is out here in the 4th inning. Nothing across for the Kee Hawks as we go to the bottom half of the 4th inning. It's a 2-0 lead for Decorah. Bottom of the 4th inning, it is Lexi Leuenberger, Riley Hubka, and Ellie Shelton here in the 4th inning for Decorah. Vikings lead at 2-0, 2 2-out runs in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Leuenberger got a single to right to score Tess Olinger, a pinch runner for Haley Neerling. Leuenberger hits one off the end of the bat fair, and it rolls right to Walliser at first base for the first out here in the 4th inning. That one looked like it was rolling foul and hit a couple of pebbles up the first base side. And the out recorded, 1 down here in the 4th inning. 1 down, nobody on, and Riley Hubka will be the batter. Hubka looks at the first pitch high, 1 ball, no strikes. Hubka doubled to knock in Leuenberger back in the 2nd inning. 1-0 outside for 2 balls, no strikes. (2-0) in there for a strike. Two and 1 the count. 2-1. Changeup taken for a strike, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cooper ready, 2-2 delivery, rise ball swung on and missed. Hubka down on strikes. Cooper with 6 strikeouts thus far, and there's 2 down here in the 4th inning.
Up next, second baseman Ellie Shelton.
And Ellie Shelton, who's been a strikeout victim twice, will start the 3rd trip around the batting order. The first pitch outside, 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 delivery is high for 2 balls, no strikes on Ellie Shelton. Cooper yet to have a 1-2-3 inning. She has allowed 2 out base runners in the 1st and the 3rd, and she gave up 2 2-out runs in the bottom of the 2nd. 2-0 delivery, chopper off the plate, fielded by Walliser at first. She'll take the bag, and the side is out here in the 4th inning. 3 up, 3 down. We head to the 5th. It is a 2-0 lead for Decorah. Top of the 5th inning. Annika Vanderkrol pitching well to this point. Has walked one, hasn't struck out anybody, and Decorah has played some pretty decent defense behind them. They've gotten the timely hits on the offensive side of things and lead it 2-0. 2 2-out runs in the second inning. An RBI single by Lexi Leuenberger and an RBI double by Riley Hubka have held up to this point. Chloe Severson, Molly Walliser, and Annie Dybert here in the fifth inning. Kee Hawks still looking for their first hit. As the pitch swung on and missed, it is no balls, one strike. Severson sacrificed a runner-up back in the second inning. That was the best scoring chance of the game for the Kee Hawks to this point. That one hit well out in the right center field, and it'll be a base hit, and it'll go all the way to the fence. Leuenberger cuts it off. Throw to second base is going to be offline, so Severson will start the fifth inning with a double. So Severson goes the other way and gets a double to right center, and that'll bring Molly Walliser to the plate, who flew out to center in the second, 0 for 1. The previous best scoring chance was the second for the Kee Hawks, as the pitch down and in. 1 ball, no strikes. Cooper reached on a two-base error, was sacrificed to third with 1 out, but a fly out and a pop out ended the threat for the Kee Hawks. The 1-0 delivery grounded to the right side, picked up there by Shelton. She'll throw on to first base to retire Walliser. Severson moves up to third on the play with 1 down. Runner at third, 1 down. Annie Dybert to the plate.
Up next, shortstop.
Dybert popped a short in the second inning, 0 for 1. The pitch swung on, popped up, shallow left field. Coming on is Maddie Eady. She will make it the catch, a step onto the outfield grass. And there is 2 down here in the fifth inning, and that's a big out for Decorah. So the runner will stay at third with 2 down, and Lily Winters, who flew out to right in the fifth inning, will be the batter. Winters ground once to the right side, picked up there by Shelton. Throw to first base is too tall, and a turn at first base, but safe at the bag is Winters as Severson scores to make it 2-1. The error makes the run unearned, but it counts on the board. As Winters made the turn at first base, but White and Eady, unaware of that, threw the ball back to the circle. And Vandekroll as the first pitch on the outside edge for a strike to Mathis. It is no balls and 1 strike. A 2-1 lead for Decorah now here in the fifth as the Kee Hawks get on the board. The pitch grounded towards third base. Monteith makes the play there on to first base to retire Mathis. And the side is out here in the fifth. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, 1 left. Out of the fifth inning we go. It's a 2-1 lead for Decorah. Vikes score 2 in the second inning. Kee Hawks get on the board here in the third inning, and a new pitcher coming in for the Kee Hawks. Courtney Cooper moves from pitcher to third base, and now Kendra Cooper faces the Vikings here in the fifth. Peyton Jurlid, Maddie Eady, Lauren Eggert will be the due hitters. Courtney Cooper, 4 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, both earned. She walked nobody, and she struck out 6. Kendra Cooper was statistically the better of the 2 sisters last year, although neither of them were all that bad, to be honest with you. A year ago, Kendra was 22-5 with a 1.52 ERA. Opponents only hit 192 against her. Kendra Cooper will face Peyton Jurlid. Jurlid is 0 for 2, grounded to third in the first, struck out swinging in the third. And the first pitch to Peyton on the outside edge for a strike, 0-1. 0-1 delivery. Jurlid fouls that one off, and it's no balls and 2 strikes now. So Courtney throws the first 4, and Kendra, the next youngster to come in for the Kee Hawks. The 0-2 delivery goes high. One ball, 2 strikes. Pitch swung on, blooper out in the left field, and after it is the left fielder Mathis. She can't get there. It'll die out in left field as Jurlid will stand at second with a double. The grass pretty tall out there in left field. Jurlid goes the other way on the 0-2 pitch. And a diving attempt by Mathis was unsuccessful. It just died in the grass about halfway between the infield dirt and the outfield temporary fence. Jurlid was able to get to second, and the batter will be Maddie Edie. Edie bunts, fielded at third by Courtney Cooper. She'll throw on to first base and Ellie Cooper. And the sacrifice complete 5-4. So Jurlid moves up to third, and Lauren Eggert will be the batter. Blacks trying to get the run back that they gave up in the top half of this inning. And the batter will be Lauren Eggert. Eggert will look at a strike, 0-1. Eggert grounded to second in the first and singled to left in the third. A 2-1 lead for Decorah here on opening night. Pitch outside corner for a strike, and it's 0-2. We do notice that Ellie Shelton is warming up in the bullpen for Decorah. Should Vanderkool get into any trouble in the 6th or the 7th. 0-2 delivery, healthy cut and a foul ball off the bat of Eggert. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Nothing in 2 the count with the runner at third and 1 down. The pitch, changeup swung on and missed. Eggert down on strikes. A big out there for Kee High, and the batter will be Haley Neerling.
Batting next, designated player Haley Neerling.
Neerling is 2 for 2. Singled, her pinch runner scored in the second, singled again in the third. She'll swing at the first one and pop one up on the infield. Backpedaling is Kendra Cooper just outside the pitching circle, will make the catch to retire the side. A leadoff double, but nothing else. Pretty good softball game for opening night. Decorah leading Kee High after 5, 2-1. Coming up tomorrow night, we'll have Decorah Viking baseball on the air. Decorah will take on Mason City. 7:20 start time for that one on AM 1240 KDEC and at KDECradio.com. Complete schedule of the games that we will be doing this summer is available in the sports section of KDECradio.com. Top of the order for the Kee Hawks here in the 6th inning. They trail it 2-1. 2 2-out runs in the second for Decorah. A Leuenberger single, a Hubka double. And a 2-out error in the 5th inning for Decorah allowed the lone Kee Hawk run to score. Ellie Cooper has grounded to second in the first and popped to second in the third. She looks at a strike from Vanderkool. The 0-1 delivery is outside. 1 ball, no strikes. On a cut. Has only given up 1 hit, and that 1 hit that she gave up ended up scoring. Next pitch outside, 2 balls, 1 strike. Ellie Shelton did warm up in between innings. The 2-1 delivery outside corner for a strike, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. on Ellie Cooper. Nikki Wood and Kendra Cooper to follow. The top of the order here for the Kee Hawks. 2-2 delivery, ground ball up the middle, fielded there by Jurlich. She'll throw on to first base to retire Cooper. One down here in the 6th inning.
Up next, center fielder Nikki Wood.
One down. Nobody on. And Nikki Wood is 0 for 2. She's popped Ellie Shelton at second base twice. First pitch high. 1 ball, no strikes. One 0 delivery. In there for a strike, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike to count. One and one. Pitch out of the zone. 2 balls and 1 strike to count. Vanderkroll has only walked 1. Consistently been around the zone all night as the pitch goes low. It's 3 balls and 1 strike now. Three-1. Off speed and for a strike. On the outside edge, it is 3 balls and 2 strikes now. On Wood, here's ground ball towards third, picked up there by Monty, throws across the diamond to retire Wood, and that's the 2nd out here in the 6th inning. 2 down, and Kendra Cooper to the plate. Cooper grounded to short in the 1st and walked in the 4th. Pitch swung on and fouled away, right side and out of play. It's no balls and 1 strike. Oh, 1 delivery, smacked up the middle and through for a base hit. So Kendra Cooper, the tying run gets on a single to center. And Courtney Cooper will be the batter.
Up next, pitcher Courtney Cooper.
Runner at first, 2 down. And the batter is Courtney Cooper, who reached on an error in the 2nd and hit into a double play in the 4th inning. First pitch outside, 1 ball, no strikes. One 0, runner goes, swinging a foul at the plate, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Vanderkroll trying to pitch her way around the 2-out single here in the 6th. Runner goes, pitch taken low, throw down to second base, not in time. Throw cut off in front of the bag by Jurlich. 2 balls and 1 strike. The count on Courtney Cooper as Kendra is now in scoring position after the stolen base. Tying run at second, 2 down here in the 6th. The pitch low and in. It got away from the catcher briefly. Throw to third base, not in time. It got away from Eggert behind the plate to her left. And Cooper got a good lead at second base and hustled down to third. So now it's 3 balls and 1 strike. Cooper, a good hitter with 2 bags open. You don't have to give her anything too meaty here. 3-1 delivery. Loop towards the middle of the infield. Fielder there by Shelton. She'll pick it up and throw to first base to retire Cooper. And that's that here in the 6th inning. 1 hit, 1 left. Bottom of the 6th we go. It is a 2-1 lead for Decorah. Bottom of the 6th inning we go. It is a 2-1 lead for Decorah. Vikes will look to get some insurance here with Leighton Eady, Riley Monteith, and Alexi Leuenberger. 2 runs in the 2nd inning, both coming with 2 outs, have held up to this point. In fact, all 3 total runs in this game have scored with 2 outs. Lexi Leuenberger a 2-out single to score Tess Olinger in the second, and Riley Hubka with an RBI double to score Leuenberger after that. A 2-out error by the Vikes in the 5th inning scored the lone run for the Kee Hawks. Leighton Eady will lead things off in this frame for the Vikings. She sacrificed in the second, was hit by a pitch in the third, so she has no official at-bat yet. Pitch swung on and missed. Kendra Cooper in her second inning of relief after Courtney Cooper threw the first 4. Gave up 6 hits in those first 4 and struck out 6. Pitch swung on and missed. It's 0-2 now on Leighton Eady. Oh-2 delivery, ground ball, third base side, underneath the glove of Dybert out into left field, so a base hit for Eady to start things here in the 6th.
Up next, third baseman Riley Monteith.
Monteith will be the batter. She struck out twice. Once in the second, once in the third. Monteith bunts up the third base side, but foul. It is no balls and 1 strike. Nothing and 1 the count on Monteith. Three as the pitch fouled at the plate. No balls and 2 strikes to count as Monteith tries to bunt, unsuccessful in her attempt again. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch high and outside, snap throw to first base, back to the bag. Diving is Leighton Eady. One ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch, change up inside corner taken for strike 3. Monteith down on strikes for the 3rd time tonight. That's the 8th strikeout for Kee High pitcher. Both Kendra and Courtney averaged over a strikeout an inning last year, so you can say that you want to put the ball in play a little more as the pitch goes high to Leuenberger. Snap throw to first, and Eady back to the bag standing once again. But you also got to give credit that you're facing a couple of tough customers tonight, too. 1-0. High. 2 balls, no strikes on the rise ball. Two 2-0 on Leuenberger with Hubka to follow. The 2-0 swinging a foul at the plate. Two and 1 on Lexi Leuenberger. 2-1 delivery inside corner for a strike, and it's 2-2 now. Two. Drops in low for 3 balls, 2 strikes. If you're looking ahead to the Kee Hawks 7th, they'll have 5, 6, and 7, Severson, Walliser, and Dybert. The pitch, swinging a foul at the plate. So we'll do it again at 3 balls and 2 strikes now. 3-2, swinging a foul, hit well up the first base side here and over our heads. Three and two on Leuenberger, battling well. The 3-2 has smacked down the right field line. It'll be a base hit. Hitting second, heading to third is Leighton Eady, and after a bobble out in right field, moving up to second is Leuenberger. Second and third with one down for the Vikings. A single and an E9 will put runners at second and third with one down, and Riley Hubka with an opportunity to give the Vikes some more breathing room here as the Kee High coaching staff out to talk to the entire team in the pitching circle. Coach Iverson talks to hitter and on-deck hitter, Coach Randall, talking to the runners. Erica Randall, the assistant for Coach Iverson this year. Erica, also the recreation director for the Decorah Parks and Recreation Department, helps out up at Luther as well, so not a ton of free time for her, but does a very good job with the young people. Second and third with one down, and the batter is Riley Hubka, who doubled to left to knock in a run in the second and struck out swinging in the fourth. Update from baseball, Decorah leading that one 5-0 in the second game of the doubleheader. They won the first game 9-1. First pitch high, 1 ball, no strikes. One-0 delivery, well high back to the screen, but it caromed back to the catcher Severson very quickly, and that did not give Leighton Eady an opportunity to advance. It's 2-0 now on Hubka. 2-0. High again for 3 balls and no strikes now. Taking all the way is Hubka, and it is taken high for ball 4. So now the bases loaded, and one down for Ellie Shelton.
Up next, second baseman, Ellie Shelton.
Shelton is 0 for 3. Struck out twice and grounded out once. She'll look at a strike, 0-1. 2-1 Decorah here in the 6th. An offensive timeout asked for by Coach Iverson to give a couple of words of instruction and or encouragement to Ellie Shelton. Bases loaded, one down here in the 6th. No balls, 1 strike to count on Ellie. The pitch. That one pops out of the glove of the catcher, and thrumming to the plate is Leighton Eady. Throw it to the plate, not in time. A wild pitch gets the 3rd run home for Decorah. Leuenberger moves to 3rd, Hubka to 2nd, and the Vikes now with a 2-run advantage as it's 1 ball, 1 strike on Ellie Shelton. 1-1 the count. 2 runners in scoring position for the Viking leadoff hitter. 1-1 high. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two and 1. The pitch swung on fly ball right field down the line. It will be a fair ball, and it's up against the fence. 2 runs will score. Shelton hustling towards third. She'll get there without a play. A 2-run double for Ellie Shelton and a 5-1 lead for Decorah. Shelton with the triple, I should say. Putting 3 on the board here in the 6th inning and giving the Vikes a bit more breathing room.
Up next, shortstop, Peyton
Decorah leading 5-1, still only 1 out here in the 6th. And the batter is Peyton Jurlett. Grounded to third in the 1st, struck out swinging in the 3rd, and doubled to left in the 5th. Peyton 1 for 3, and she'll look at the first pitch outside. 1 ball, no strikes. There was an error in this inning, but all 3 of those runs earned. Off a pretty tough customer in Kendra Cooper. The pitch outside corner taken for a strike, and it is 1 ball and 1 strike. One and 1 the count. The pitch in there for a strike, and it's 1-2 now. The pitch swung on and missed. Change up outside edge, and Jurlett couldn't get the timing right as the slap hitter. 2 down and a runner at third, and Maddie Eady will be the batter. She is 1 for 2 officially, a single, a ground out, and a sacrifice. Cooper delivers, and the pitch taken low. 1 ball, no strikes. So multiple hits tonight for Haley Neerling, Lexi Leuenberger. The Vikes with a total of 10 hits here on the night. Pitch out of the zone, 1 ball and no strikes, or make it 2 balls and no strikes to count now. Pitch taken low again. Cooper ready, 3-0. Grounded towards third, picked up there by Courtney Cooper. Bobbles a bit, throws to first base, not in time. Another run will score on the E5, and Decorah adds 1 more to their total, and it's 6-1. Four insurance runs here in the bottom of the 6th inning for the Vikings. And Lauren Eggert will be the batter. Eggert 1 for 3, grounded to second in the 1st. Singled in the 3rd and struck out swinging in the 5th. She'll look the first one out of the zone. 1 ball, no strikes. Eggert, the 8th batter of the inning. Ground ball towards first. Walliser makes the play, and she'll tag the bag to retire the side, but the Vikings score 4 on 3 hits, helped out by 2 errors and 1 runner left. We head to the top half of the 7th inning. It is a 6-1 lead for Decorah. A leadoff double here in the 7th inning for Chloe Severson, who is now 2 for 2 with a sacrifice. A runner at second and nobody out. A 6-1 lead for Decorah. And the batter will be Molly Walliser, who flew out to center in the 2nd inning and grounded to second in the 5th.
Up next, first baseman, Molly Walliser.
4 runs in the bottom of the 6th inning have given the Vikings a little bit of breathing room here. 3 of their 6 runs have scored with 2 outs as Vanderkroll throws the pitch outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Vanderkroll has now only given up 3 hits. Hasn't walked anybody. Or correction, has walked 1. Pitch in there for a strike. Hasn't struck out anybody. The pitch for a strike makes it 1 ball, 1 strike count on Walliser. The 1-1 delivery outside and high. It is 2 balls, 1 strike. on Molly Walliser. 2-1 delivery, swinging a ground ball past Vanderkool, fielded at short by Peyton Jurlett, and a throw to first base. Low throw, unable to be dug out of the dirt by Leighton Eady. The E6 makes it first and third with nobody out here in the 7th inning. And now Lauren Eggert will come out and try to calm down Vanderkool. This is Vikings Radio 1240 KDEC Decorah and KDECradio.com. Darren Swenson with you from the Vikings softball diamond. Decorah leading 6-1. They got 4 insurance runs in the bottom half of the 6th inning. And Annie Dybert will be the batter. Dybert will look at the first pitch outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Popped to short in the 2nd. Flew out to left in the 5th. Has Dybert. Changeup taken low is 2 balls, no strikes to count. Shelton has warmed up for Decorah and probably would be ready to go as the pitch high from Vanderkool. 3 balls, no strikes to count. Aniko with a pretty good outing, and Decorah has played adequate defense behind her. And now an offensive timeout asked here by the Kee Hawks. So 3 balls, no strikes, runners at the corners and 1 down. The Kee Hawks need 2 more runners to reach to get the tying run to the plate, though, thanks to the 4-run rally in the 6th inning for Decorah. So you do have a little bit of breathing room here, but the fact of the matter is you want to take care of business while you have the opportunity. Pitch down and in, and it's now 3 balls and 1 strike. I was off on the pitch. I didn't trust Carly Marlowe, and that's what it cost me. The 3-1 delivery outside corner for outside for ball 4, I should say. So now the base is loaded, and nobody out. Now Ellie Shelton will come in and pitch for Decorah. Vanderkool will leave. Shelton will come in. Vanderkool gives up 3 hits, walks 2. And strikes out no one. And I believe what's going to happen here is Riley Monteith will move from 3rd to 2nd, and Lizzie Hartman will come into the game to play 3rd. Shelton saw quite a bit of time in the circle a year ago. Shelton's numbers a year ago: she threw 62 innings, gave up 61 hits, 41 earned runs, walked 45, and struck out 20. Opponents only hit 197 against her, so actually I misspoke on the defensive changes. Lizzie Hartman comes in to play 3rd. Riley Monteith moves from 3rd to short, and Peyton Jurlin moves from short to 2nd. Apologize for the inconvenience there. Game 1 of the season. I'm getting the rust out tonight, even though it's no excuse. As Ray Armel heads back behind the plate after getting the changes from Decorah coach Randy Iverson. Bases loaded, nobody out. 7th inning, a 6-1 lead for the Kee Hawks, or for the Vikings on the Kee Hawks. And now the changes being reported to the Kee Hawk dugout as well. Bases loaded, nobody out. Things getting interesting here in the 7th inning as Shelton throws a strike to Winters. And since the tying run is in the on-deck circle, it sounds kind of odd. But in a 6-1 game, that is a safe situation from Shelton as the pitch goes high. It's 1 ball, 1 strike on Lily Winters. 1-1 the count. 1-1 delivery well high for 2 balls and 1 strike now from Shelton. Still nobody out here in the 7th inning. Vikes trying to seal down, but you know the defending 1A runners up. They're not going to go down without a foul. Shelton fields the ground ball at the plate and an underhand toss to the plate, and Lauren Eggert, the out recorded at the plate, and there's 1 down. A fielder's choice. Winters with a swinging bunt in front of the plate. Severson forced at the plate, 1-2. Walliser to third, Dybert to second. Claudia Mathis to the plate. Shelton delivers first pitch high, 1 ball, no strikes. Viking baseball team leading 9-0 in the 6th inning. Across the way. They won game 1 of the doubleheader 9-1. Pitch low and inside. It is 2 balls, no strikes on Claudia Mathis. Vikings up 6-1. Shelton ready, the 2-0 delivery is in there for a strike. It's 2-1. Top of the order, and Ellie Cooper on deck. You would like to keep that tying run in the on-deck circle. 2-1 delivery, swinging a foul at the plate. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes now on Claudia Mathis. Shelton trying to close it out for Vandekroll, who was very solid in her opening outing of her senior year. 2-2 delivery, well high for 3 balls, 2 strikes now. Three and 2 the count. Shelton ready, 3-2, ground ball right back to Shelton. She's going to go to the plate, get the force out there. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. So 2 down, bases still loaded. And the batter will be Elliot Cooper. Cooper is 0 for 3. 2 ground outs and a pop out. The pitch taken low. It is 1 ball, no strikes. Shelton has gotten 2 ground balls with the bases loaded that they've gotten force outs at the plate. The pitch, line drive, caught by Shelton, and that's a Viking victory. A well-hit ball by Ellie Cooper, snagged in the circle. by Ellie Shilton, and the Vikings take opening night of 2015 by a 6-1 margin. 6 runs, 10 hits, 3 errors for Decorah, and 7 runners left. The Kee Hawks 1 run on 3 hits. They commit 2 errors and leave 6 runners. Annika Vanderkroll, the winning pitcher. She throws 6 innings, gave up 3 hits, 1 unearned run, walks 2, strikes out nobody. The losing pitcher is Courtney Cooper. So the Vikings win it 6-1. And it looks like baseball is over down the way, and the Vikings have won that one as well by a 9-0 margin. So it's a successful first night of summer sports-wise here for Decorah. And that will do it for our coverage here this evening. Many people to thank for making it possible. First and foremost, our advertisers, the good sports-minded people who helped us bring the game wherever you were tonight. Without their help, this coverage would not be possible. As always, we encourage you to support the businesses who support local high school sports. And lastly, and most importantly, we thank you. That's right, you, the listener, for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast, Viking fans. We know you enjoyed the outcome. Final score here in the softball game, Decorah wins it 6-1. We'll be with you tomorrow night for Decorah Viking baseball against Mason City. It will be a 7:20 start time for that one for the single varsity game. For the moral support provided by Carly Marlowe, Darren Swenson saying so long from the Viking softball diamond. Vikings win it 6-1. Thanks a bunch for tuning in. We'll talk to you again tomorrow night.